Hey y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have missed y'all. Like, what's been up? Like, what's tea? I'm just playing. But I know y'all have been wondering where I've been. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you don't care. But anyways, I'll tell you. Oh, this summer has not been anything as expected, and we all know nothing goes as expected. But when I was at home and recording YouTube videos, it was really hard. Like, it just wasn't the same as recording like in my own space where I am now. I had recorded this haul and recorded this video, and it just wasn't me, which was also a part of me having the job that I had. Like, I worked 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, or 7 to 5, or 8 to 6. Like, it was just hard for me to make a video. I'll be tired when I left work, drained, or just like really over the day. It was just not a healthy space for me personally. It definitely was like a very negative place for me, and I had to let it go, honestly and truly. The summer is not for me to be like sad or down or just over everything every day. Like, I want to make money. I mean, who doesn't? But like, happiness at the cost of money is just not really gonna work for me, because there's so many ways you can get money these days. Like, we all know that, and there's so many jobs out here. Like, everybody hiring. Like, we know this. I just couldn't be there anymore, and that's part of the reason why I'm making this video, because it's just like self-care that I'm trying to practice now, and what's to come. I am on a 10-day no social media fast, which is a really short fast or like break or whatever you want to say for me, because normally I be gone for like 1 to 3 months. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's something I love to do. I've done it for like a couple years now, and like, it's just really like the best experience ever. If you've never done one, I really suggest that you do. Really, like, social media is very draining when you don't like know how to put it away or like take a break from it. So if you haven't taken a break from social media this year or ever, really, I feel like you should. Just my personal testimony: when I'm on a break from social media, I feel lighter, I'm at more peace, not comparing, which is also just something that you do naturally on social media. I know, for me at least. And granted, social media is not a bad place. I love Instagram and I love TikTok just as much as the next person, but I just had to learn that, breaks are good. But yeah, so basically all I've been doing this summer is working. I just been working a lot, for real. I really haven't done anything fun, which sucks, but I do have a trip coming up at the end of this month, and I'm so excited to go on it. And I'll have a vlog from that, and I'll also have a vlog from me doing like try on clothes for that. Of course, we have to have the fits, but I'm trying to do everything on a budget, so we will see how that goes. Oh, yes. I finally finished They Both Died Then. If y'all watched my COVID video where I was like in quarantine, you know I was reading this book. When I say it's one of the best books I've ever read, I really mean that, because the end was like a little unexpected for me as far as like who died first. But it was a 10 out of 10, and like, it was so many like life lessons in that book, especially like, tomorrow is not promised, and like, we cannot keep saying like, oh, I'll wait to do that thing tomorrow, or I'll wait to do it next month, or I'll wait to do it next year. Like, it is so easy to say that from that person. I'm like, oh, I got tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next year, I got next year. But like, honestly, tomorrow is not promised, next year isn't promised, and like, you really just gotta do things now. Like, whatever you want to do, just do it now. Now is the right time. Like, there is no other right time than now. Like, let me read y'all this quote in here. Hold on, let me find it. Okay. It's not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor. I don't know if I say his last name right or wrong, but yeah, sorry if I did. But that is a great quote, because if I like, God forbid, like something happened to me today, and I'll be like, oh my goodness, like, I didn't get to do everything that I wanted to do. I didn't truly live. Like, I don't ever want that to happen. I do recommend that book. Like, it was good. 10 out of 10. 5 stars for a book, And then now I'm reading Rising Strong by Brene Brown. Y'all, I love her. This is the third book that I read by her. Other books like The Gift of Imperfections. And she's really big on like vulnerability and shame. And vulnerability is just something I don't like doing, but it's something like that's a part of human nature. And like that's the part of you living a wholehearted life, which is what she is talking about in all her books. Practices of wholehearted living, then Daring Greatly, and then this one. And this book couldn't have came at another perfect time because it's about like failing and like how to pick yourself back up and come back from those situations. It's like facing adversity. Like that is what the book is about, and that's what I need because like there's so many goals that I had set for myself and like things that I want to do, and I really in my head thought like, you know, this is what's gonna happen this year. This is how my summer gonna be. And you know, that was dumb on my part because you cannot plan life without God. You know, it's all good. But this is just like a book about overcoming adversity, you know, falling. Also, like owning your story and like not leaving parts out because you know you failed. And it's also about, you know, just not giving up because let me be real transparent with y'all. I was not feeling YouTube at one moment. Like when I was at home, I was not feeling YouTube. I was like, I ain't gonna do it no more. Like, you know, whatever. It was fun. But like at the end of the day, it's something I actually enjoy doing. Like I enjoy making videos. I obviously enjoy talking, as you can see, but yeah. I really enjoy doing it. So, you know, if it's something I want to do, like, I'm going to continue to do it. So that's just two books that I recommend right now. I'm really focusing on just myself for real. Like, I have gotten distracted and I needed to refocus, and I am refocused. I wanted to share like 3 ways I'm practicing self-care and wanted to continue practicing self-care because I know I've said that I would like share tips, but I haven't yet. So here we go. So one tip that I want to share is practicing saying no to people and things that you really don't want to do, which is on my vision board because I am always the person that feels guilty for telling people no or saying no to like something that might be important to someone else. I'm not saying, you know, just be like, no. But like honestly, like sometimes like I overextend myself and I wear myself thin, and I literally will say yes to everyone and everything and then be like, was that something that made me feel good? And y'all, I've been listening to this podcast. The podcast is called Style Your Mind by Kara, and her Instagram is the Champagne Diet, and I literally love her. Like she's my favorite human being right now. And she has some books as well, like Girl Code, and that's the only one I can think off the top of my head, but it's some other ones that are popular, and I'm gonna buy all of them. So one of the podcasts was like how to say no and all that, and it's about boundaries. And I read this book called Boundaries, and I haven't been putting them into place, but like that's also the reason why it's hard for me to tell people no, because I haven't practiced my boundaries. He talks about how like when you say no to others, you're saying yes to yourself, and like baby, that has just been sticking because like at the end of the day, like I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to make anybody upset. Like if you ask me to go out to eat, I would love to, but she's saying like, what are your priorities right now? And if that does not align with your priorities, then like you shouldn't do it, because at the end of the day, like that's something that is a energy drainer and not an energy booster. And I'm just like, thank you. Like it puts everything into perspective. I'm not saying no to hurt you. I'm saying yes to me. At the end of the day, like I have to put myself above others in some instances, and especially like in moments where, you know, like I said, I've been feeling like drained and worn out. Like I can't be there for everybody. That's one way, practicing saying no. And the second way is doing more with my downtime and not judging myself for actually taking breaks from, you know, life, you know. That's also something that she talks about in her podcast. And she's basically saying in your downtime, you shouldn't be in your mind saying like, oh, I could be doing or I should be doing. Don't feel guilty for taking a break. And I'm not really one to say that I do feel guilty for taking breaks, because honestly, I'm going to take one as soon as I feel like it. But when I'm taking a break, I'm not really taking a break, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm always in my head like, oh, I could be doing more of my life right now, or I should be here, and like, you know, that comparison thing come in like a thief in the night and just like steals the whole moment in which your downtime is for you to literally just rest and just do anything you want to do, which for me right now, all I be wanting to do is watch One Tree Hill. Like, I still haven't finished, y'all. It's really crazy. But yeah, so like in my downtime, that's what I'm going to want to do. So I'm going to do that instead of sitting here worrying about where I should be in 5 years. Like, that's not really taking a break if I'm trying to plan my 5 years out. And then lastly, mainly like a little physical self-care, or well, it's also mental because, you know, whatever. But the food that I eat and how much I consume, you know, blase blase. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm not healthy at all, and I'm not turning healthy. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm gonna give y'all an example. For a couple weeks ago, I was drinking a soda every single day. I'm not saying if you do this is unhealthy, but let's just be realistic. This is a no judgment zone. Like, I'm not judging you. This is me judging myself. Okay. Not really judging, but like, whatever. I would drink a drink every day with all my meals and then wonder why I feel so crappy when I go to bed. Like, girl, can't do that. I'm not letting the drink go, which, if we want to be specific, is Dr. Pepper. By any means am I saying I'm letting it go. No. I'm just saying that I'm not going to overconsume it, and I'm not going to like do that every day. And I'm also saying that with my food as well. Like, I love candy. I love candy, ice cream, sweets, anything sweet. I love it as much as the next person. And I don't love sodas, but I like Dr. Pepper and I like ginger ale as the next person does. But the food that you eat definitely does bring you down. And I love McDonald's. I would eat McDonald's every day. And when I was working, I ate out every day. And not only does that drain my pockets, but it drains me, like, and it makes me feel sluggish, and it's just not something that makes you feel good. It's not an energy booster type of food. Am I letting McDonald's go? No. Let's really get clear with that. I'm not letting it go. I'm just not going to overconsume it, and I'm going to watch how much I eat it. I've always heard people like, you know, you are what you eat, and, you know, food helps you feel, you know, better. And now that I practice eating like, you know, a little healthier, and I've never been just an unhealthy person, but I will say unhealthy then healthy. And that's for me a form of self-care because it helps you mentally as well, and like emotionally. Like, that all affects you. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do it. I have been doing it actually, you know, trying to eat more at home, trying to eat less, you know, fast food. But hey, at the end of the day, if I don't feel like cooking, guess where I'll be at? McDonald's drive-thru. Like, let's be realistic. I just wanted to share those few things with you. And I also want to say, like, to anybody that, you know, is in a situation where you like at a job and you just really feel like, you know, it's not for you. If you have the liberty to quit that job, I really say do it, because it literally is like, granted, money makes the world go round, but like, your happiness makes your world go round. Like, that was a good one, Taylor. So I just really hope that, you know, everyone is practicing things that they really want to do. And I know some jobs you just have to have for the time being, but hopefully, you know, that one day you get to do what you really want to do. You get to be where you really want to be. And yeah, that's all that really matters, you know. Next week, I'll be posting my video on my 10 days with no social media. And like I said, highly encourage anyone who wants to do it to do it. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And follow me on Instagram at Taylor Liz, TV Fashion Relations, for styling. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Next week with just a fun, casual video of like what I do 10 days with no social media. Yeah, it's not like me getting all dolled up or whatever, just fun. So I think that's all for today. I love you guys, and thank you for all your support. See y'all next week.